Hey, how's it going out there? David in Ark here, and it's time for another episode of Let's Talk. We're going to cover some comments that you guys have left, talk about some other things going on here on the channel. And first thing I want to talk about is on my schedule, I had said that Tuesdays were going to be amnesia, I think, looking back. I think I'm going to modify that a little bit because I don't know, I have no idea what scary games are going to do on the channel because that's not really my thing. So I'm going to wait until you guys check out what's going on with Resident Evil 7. And if you like that, then we'll go from there. But I think I'm going to use Tuesdays to kind of post games that I haven't played in a while that I want to get finished up. There are several games that I've kind of started. Most of them are casual games, some puzzle games, those types of things that I want to get back into and get those released out. And as always, the schedule is subject to flexibility. I don't want to say change, but you know, some things come up and for whatever reason I'm not able to record something, or I decide I want to throw something else in there. So the schedule is kind of an outline, sort of a guideline, give you an idea of at least what was going through my head at the time. And of course, as soon as I post it, I already have some things that I got to update, what have you. One of the things, real quick, looking at your comments, one of the things I wanted to address, and this comes up a lot in my how to install unauthorized, unofficial mods in BeamNG Drive. And Captain W, who's been a longtime supporter, we both hang out on each other's channels, and he's a killer mod maker and video maker, all that kind of stuff. One of the things that you want to let me say here. So he said the other mods on the other sites are sometimes stolen. Some of the newer ones are better quality than the Russian mods, and they were leaked by Ivan. I'm in a group on the forums that was making some of the supercar mods, not the crap models swapped on the existing J-Beam, and they all got leaked and stolen. I have made lots of cars, Mustang, Huracan, Porsche, lots more, and they use the same models that were re-uploaded, but mine are much more modified and up to almost dev quality. So basically, downloading the real-world vehicles that you're downloading, you're downloading a stolen, leaked, unfinished mod. Not all the mods are made by us, just some. I'm not hating on you, still love your channel, but that's the real story behind some of the mods. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that perspective on things, and he is exactly right. Somewhere I may have alluded to some of that, and I apologize for not coming straight out and saying that some of these mods are flat out stolen. And Captain W, thank you so much for setting the record straight and for letting everybody know that that is that's definitely one of the downsides to downloading these unauthorized, kind of illegal, for lack of a better description, mods, is that you're getting pirated versions of mods that people have actually been working on. Look at almost every other moddable racing game, driving game, simulation, you name it. It's the mod community being able to put in real world mods into the game that help sell the game, that help keep the life of the game. And I know I keep saying game, BeamNG is more of a simulation, I get that, but you know, look at other things like, look at American Truck Simulator, look at all of the real world mods that have been developed by other people and put into the game. And that is essentially supported. And I believe that if the folks behind BeamNG would just open up a little and not be so afraid of whatever copyright police thing is going to happen to them. I believe if they would open up and let people do this and maybe not openly support it, but by the same token, don't knock the folks doing it. I think it would help. Again, I fully believe that if there was a repository for real world mods somewhere else off of the BeamNG site that was essentially official by the mod community itself, then those Russian mods would go away. Like I said, I definitely appreciate Captain W shedding some light on what it means when you're downloading those mods. And he's exactly right. when you're downloading some of those, they are unfinished stolen mods. So that's definitely a huge downside from downloading those. Other comments, I had a couple of folks, Telepstick Gaming, thank you very much for your comment about my new profile pic. That is one of the things that I'm doing with the channel is I'm not doing a total rebrand. I mean, it's still davidinark. That's who I am. That's what I do. But I am I'm taking more charge of who I am and what I do. I'm an old man gaming. And that's what it is, and that's what I am, and that's what it's going to be. So there it is. I know that's going to make some people run. I'm hoping that by owning it, that it actually encourages other people to come by and visit and see what I, in addition to a myriad of other older gamers, are doing on their channel, and so we'll just see how it goes. We'll play it by ear and check that out. But those of you that have shown support for the new logo and some of the other new stuff I'm doing, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all feedback. As I said in my American Truck Simulator video, I don't care if it's good, bad, ugly. Seriously, I can take constructive criticism. Now, if you're just getting on there and say, oh, you suck, this suck, okay, that's not constructive. What didn't you like about a particular video, or what don't you like about this or that or whatever? You know, make it constructive, give some feedback. Those are the kinds of things that I appreciate, and those are the kinds of things that are helpful to any YouTuber or anyone who's using any type of social media to get their platform out, to get their word out, whatever it is they stand for. So there you go. I also want to thank those of you that reached out while I had the flu. I did not get a severe case at all. I had a very mild case of the flu. I mostly had a fever that would come and go, and a lot of the body aches, although I did have some of the other nasty stuff that went with it, but it didn't last very long. And so hopefully, cross my fingers, I'm over that now. So we should be good to go. But what that also means is that I have not been able to record some of the games that I wanted to get recorded. I'm a little behind on that. So bear with me as I get back healthy and back in the full swing of things. I appreciate that. I'm still getting very supportive comments on the video of me showing my dad's computer 10 years after he had passed away. And I appreciate that so much. I really do. I cannot tell you how much that means to me, that you watch the video, you see what was going on at that time, but you understand how much it means to me to be able to share that with you. And as an aside, I can't remember. I think I've talked about this in another video before, and heck, I may have talked about that last time. Part of being old, I forget. But a friend of mine contacted me quite some time ago now and said he had a bunch of Commodore 64 stuff. Actually, it was Commodore stuff. And it was just sitting in a shed, and he asked if I would be interested in taking it on, so that it wasn't just sitting out. It was in a shed, but still, still in the elements. And of course, I was like, heck yeah, I'll take it. And so I have 2 Commodore 64s, a Commodore 128, several 1541 drives. I think there may be a 1571 drive, I don't know, several different other pieces of hardware, lots of software, a monitor. So I'm going to get all that set up once I figure out where I'm going to put it. I'm going to get all that set up, and so I will do kind of a walkthrough overview of the Commodore 64 stuff that was so graciously given to me, and I appreciate it so much. It's freaking awesome, and I can't wait. The very first computer I ever owned was a Commodore 64, so this is taking me way back to my childhood, and we got them when they first came out, so really excited to kind of get that hooked up again and just relive some of that and see how far we've come, which I know you can do that with emulators and stuff, but there's just something about having the actual hardware in your hands. I don't know. Very, very cool. But anyway, that will be coming up here when I get some time to get that assembled and figure out where I'm going to put that. So be looking forward to that as well. And man, just again, thank you guys so much for your support. We are growing At the time of this recording, we've got 3,565, I believe. So 3,565 subscribers on the channel. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Remember to share the videos that you like the videos that you like. And if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe if you would. If you like what we're doing here, you see some videos that you like, you see some games that I'm playing or some other stuff that I'm doing, seriously, that'd be awesome. And as an aside, I really wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to because I am a huge Cleveland Indians fan, as some of you know. And I recently took part in a group break, which is essentially you pay money into buying your favorite team out of certain cards that are being opened up, and then whatever is revealed who belongs to your team, you get those cards. And as part of that, I ended up with 3 Jim Thome Topps Tech cards. They are very, very cool. It's hard to see, but you can see my hand behind them because they are actually plastic and transparent in some places, and they're all Jim Thome, who was just recently elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I am so happy, so glad. From the very first time I ever saw Jim Thome, I was like, this dude is going to be awesome. And I didn't even mean it from a baseball perspective necessarily. He was a genuinely nice guy. Big congratulations to Jim Thome, who is by far and away my favorite recent Indians player. Just phenomenal stuff. So I was really excited that in this break that I took part in, I ended up with 3 very, very cool Jim Thome cards. That was, whoops, icing on the cake as I throw them on the floor. That was great. So anyway, awesome stuff. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you think about the Let's Talk, where we talk about some of the comments and go over what's going on in the channel. Let me know you got some things you'd like me to talk about. Leave those down in the comments, and hopefully we'll be able to cover those in the next episode of Let's Talk. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.